Hello, beautiful friends. Good afternoon. Happy almost May 1st, May Day Beltane. I hope you're doing amazing. We have the sun moving through Taurus and we have the moon in Gemini at the moment, but it will quickly be moving into Cancer, the cardinal water sign. Um, so over the last couple days, we may have been feeling a lot of communication, different thoughts coming up about our future and our feelings about the future and how we want to produce and move forward. We may have felt a flourishing of our outer world just as spring is blossoming all around us. I was trying to get some flowers in this scenery, but there's just a lot more greenery here in this scenery, which is still very beautiful. Um, so when May 1st, May Day Beltane is rolling around, it's a beautiful time to celebrate new life, abundance, fruition, what you want to continue to plant and flourish. It's the consummation of nature and the seasons and that beautiful aspect of coming together to create. So, how are you doing this in your life? How can you do more of it in your life? Traditionally, of course, there's the maypole on Beltane May Day. And of course, the women would wear flowers in their hair and a lot of times would form flower rings. So, depending on how you choose to celebrate this holiday, I am just wishing you so much love and blessings in this season of spring and moving forward with your heartstrings. So, in today's reading, I am pulling from two decks. We're going to be looking at the Sacred Traveler deck, and we are going to be looking at the Akashic Tarot. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull a couple cards, see what Spirit has to say to us right now, calling in our guides, guardians of light, archangels, ascended masters, friends and celestial beings of light, avatars of light. What messages do you have for us moving forward in this time of spring and this beautiful flourishing of Taurus and what we're creating? So I'm just going to pull three cards from this deck. And the first, oh wow, they're all earth cards. So the first card that came up is the Two of Scrolls. Two of Scrolls. So right now, this is traditionally the Two of Pentacles. So we may feel like we're balancing between two different worlds or two different projects, having to focus and still create in both of them. So just being mindful of how you're moving forward, your energy in the earthly realm. This also could be putting your money forward in different pathways, how you're investing in life. So keeping that in mind. Also, the body, how we're investing in our body, what is important to be nourishing and giving our body and our mind at this time as we are moving forward with these realms. And as we are, this card also depicts like two different types of kingdoms, pathways, one being more ordinary and one being more extraordinary. And knowing that you can integrate those two and move forward from a centered space, between them, with them, as them, because remember, we are the pathway. So moment to moment connection within as we're moving forward. And of course, calling on our guides, guardians of light, our spirit side of ourselves, in what is the healthiest, happiest way we could be moving forward. Now, and I'm here also hearing keeping in mind that the universe is always giving us those directions through the reflections we're seeing, and of course we can always choose to utilize those reflections or choose to see, oh, that's not really what I want, let me navigate a little bit differently. The second card that we got is the Seven of Scrolls, which is the Seven of Pentacles, industry and intricacies. So this is a architecture card, a building card. So continue to put forward the effort in building the pathway that you want to walk down and manifest upon. This is a chop wood, carry water, continue to focus your creation. So if you can't do one path specifically right now, focus on what you can do and what you can focus on to produce the fruits that you eventually would like to harvest coming in these harvest months. I know that seems far away, September, August, September, October, but know that it's going to be here before you know it. So focus on taking the steps that are going to clear the pathway to reap the harvest then. Okay. Now, the third card is setting your course. So these are all very earthly realm cards, taking physical action and accomplishing your goals. Though you may be balancing pathways right now, still do what you can in each pathway. If you feel like you need to choose one pathway, get higher guidance. You may already know what you need to do, and then take the steps. Build the foundation as we're moving forward. Setting your course. Of course, this is self-explanatory. Looking ahead, seeing where you're going, what we're doing, and moving forward. Okay, all in the earthly realm. So doing all the little things in the foundational parts of our life. As last week, I mentioned the Archangel Auriel. You can, light of God is what Auriel's name means. You can call on Auriel to assist you in the earthly realm as you're moving forward in making decisions, seeing what you need to get done, picking up the loose ends, tying up the loose ends, and also remember clearing out the old so new creation can come forward. I'm saying clearing out the brush, clearing out the weeds so new creations can come forward. Okay. I'm going to be pulling now from the Sacred Traveler. So, Sacred Travelers, what do you have to say? If you guys are wanderers, adventurers, have a gypsy spirit, this is a lovely deck to kind of give you some insights, beautiful scenery, pictures, guiding you forward. You know, sometimes we always think we have more time than we actually do have. So keeping that in mind, not to hurry, but when we seem like we have a lot of time, get the things done that we can do in this seemingly extra time. Okay. So, of course. So the first card is watch the clouds and relax. So, okay. So yes, get things done, but also remember to rest and take in the beautifulness around you. Take in the beautiful scenery, connect with nature, whatever it is that allows you to restore yourself so that when you do move forward, you're moving forward wholly, holistically, as a whole being. The next card is crossing bridges. It's a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So what bridges are needed to be built and needed to be healed at this time? Can you think of any in this moment? Knowing that you're being guided by that inner light within. This kind of reminds me of the Hermit card, that internal lantern of light, looking within to your source. Where am I being prompted? Where am I being called? Also, the light of the full moon. Remember, we are on a waxing moon. We just had the new moon, so it's baby crescent moon right now. And keeping in mind that light of the moon is like almost like our internal guidance system, showing us what may be coming up in our feelings to look at and either release, process, or expand, depending on when the nature of the feeling. And remember, the light of the sun is always the true source of the light of the moon. The light of the sun being that life-giving, life-producing solar light. that we can emulate and reflect in our solar plexus, our empowerment on how we move forward. Okay? And the last card is discovering truth, standing in the light of truth. This, what's coming to mind here is the throat chakra and how we're speaking our truth, how we're growing. Keeping that in mind, moving forward, is there anything you want to say? Is there any way you want to grow? How is this calling you to move forward? Speaking your truth. Or discovering truth. I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of this. Listen to the wisdom that arises from your soul, even if those around you don't agree. Trust your instincts. Be yourself, whatever the situation, and respond from an authentic place inside. Be starkly honest with yourself. Speak your truth, live your truth, walk your talk, listen to your inner guidance, and follow it. You radiate the energy of truth to others so that they can find their truth. If you're facing a decision and your mind says one thing and your heart says another, follow the dictates of the heart and you'll be on the right path. If you get a nudge to speak to someone or go in a particular direction, don't hesitate. Follow this guidance. On your journey, others may indicate what path you should take and why. You can listen to their advice. However, if your heart indicates another way, follow that. There's a place inside of yourself that always knows the truth. Take time to be still, to discover that genuine place of knowing within. Often, the hardest thing about living your truth is discovering what it is. So it's important to slow down, be quiet, and listen to the whispers of your soul. If there's an idea in your life in which you are not being authentic or where you're not in integrity with your values, this is the time to make some changes. So, kind of letting you think on where that speaks to you. I'm sure that that needed to be read for someone out there, and for myself, of course. As all messages and all readings that we give or give are meant to be received, of course, by ourselves. So, I'm sending you so much love and so much blessings. Happy May Day, happy Beltane, happy spring, and may the blessings of the Great Spirit be with you. I am doing tarot readings and oracle and angel readings, of course, as well as astrology readings. So if that's something that you would love to partake in, please feel free to DM me and we can go ahead and get that set up. And if you have any questions on that as well, you can always DM me. And I will see you later.